got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually around.
The start to juke everything in the bag as he gets to the 29.
It's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They'll go right back to it. Across the 15. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
Man, I love when offenses are not afraid to run the football consecutive times in a row, or multiple times in a row. I know everybody wants to air it out, but man, getting that ground game established, making those linebackers and safeties come up and know that we're going to run the football, I like the way they started this football game.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down. Because the RPO game's been a problem.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. His quarterback already in the running game. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Here's his own number.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You've got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he's got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to learn to run and pass on the next snap.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off, but not too much.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder, penetrate through the weather, and get it to your target. Just catching the football that's a little bit slippery. Sometimes you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
They give him a crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Defense did a great job holding short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting a quick throw. Everybody get dug their heel on the ground and have to break on the ball and force the incompletion.
They kick it away on 4th down. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes that Alabama offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
All right, that's a play that I'd like to see the quarterback just take off and run it himself. And I love his mindset. He's thinking to himself, I'm going to throw this, we're going to get this first down, I have a play. But sometimes you just got to know, man, at this point, I'm out here on the perimeter. It's just me and these defenders one-on-one. I've got to trust in my speed and my athleticism to go make this one.
Looking to pass. It's Russell. Fires to the right. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds. Incomplete. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. On the gun, wants to pass. Showing the arm strength to the left. He's got it. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here. 1st and 10 from the 33. Looking for room. It's Young. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then fire.
Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
That's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Quarterback making adjustments. Trying to get the corner. And they save the touchdown, getting him out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
The best offenses are the ones that can run the football in the red zone when the defense knows it's coming. It's hard to throw the ball down in this area of the field. They go with the toss play, and they pick up a big gain.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking for a man. It's Russell. The defenders around on that screen. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
This offense has become a 1st down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the 4th quarter, they're going to be gassed.
Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal.
Improve, let's get better. So far in this first half, they've done just that.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. And they capped it off with a 1-yard punt. Kickoff unit up on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17.
But you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business. It's an offense. We don't need to. We'll put points on it.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they built this sizable lead. Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Off the play fake on 1st down.
DBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Makes the grab. It's Flanagan.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught close to the marker, it's Simpson. Knocked down at the 25-yard line, picked up 10 there, and gets a first down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
He wants to throw it again. Looking to the big tight end. Crosses it incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Fires to the big toe. A pickup of 8. Now to convert this 3rd and 2.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but I give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw because he put it out in front of his big man. He was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that top hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
You know, timing is so important in the RPO game, especially on 3rd down. The quarterback and receiver just didn't have it there, and now it's 4th down.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Picked up a few extra and then returned to what a frame on this defense to get the football.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Leaves it with the back. He breaks the tackle. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period, first down here. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Alabama with a fresh set of downs to open the period. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, putting them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Looking to throw, it's Russell. Here working that left side. Turning it off.
Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Looking to fire. And the quick shuffle pass. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. The Red Raiders come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Up here with the W
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Got him downfield. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The run from the shotgun. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And the Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Finds the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a...
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Man, another negative play for this offense. You've had the turnovers. You're throwing in the sacks. Like, they've got to do something better. They got to protect their quarterback, and they got to take care of the football. There's step 1 and 2.
The Red Raiders with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles it to the ground. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the field goal unit is on the field. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. I guess the idea was to chip away at a big lead. Consider the lead not chipped away.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Might be changing the route. To throw, it's Russell. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this run back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
He uncorks a bullet to the right. He's got it on the sideline. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has him across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, get like 3 or 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Motion from the wideout. On the ground, it's Young. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way in. Conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole where you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a
Fouls through the defense. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a 1st down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
They'll try to get outside. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The give to the tailback. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Let's go! They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That's a run back to the goal line. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slip it through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grab going to the middle. It's Flanagan. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. That's a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Make some good plays today.
And the Red Raiders want to move quickly.
Get out of here with a W, offense. Come on.
Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly out for the tight end. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as his offense is trying to do some work.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends should tell football is becoming more and more of a weapon in every single team.
The Red Raiders can really attack on this second and short. Looking to go up top in times running out in the half. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Short hands, it's Flanagan. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Red Raiders with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Finds his man, it's Hudson. He's guided out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
To the air on first down. Here's a hit. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
It doesn't matter who it is. Receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you and just take your eye off the football. Concentration a little bit and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
Catch in the middle, it's Hudson. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They got it at the 30. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Wants to throw on first down. Fires deep for the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Hey guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third.
Have answered the bell, took charge of this game late, and looking to go 1-0 this week.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Virginia Tech is in danger of getting demolished today. And while this is only one game, I think anyone who knows this will linger for some time. They're trailing by 20 to Maryland. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Tight end now in motion. Drives the back and leaves it. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Simpson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Unloads to the wideout. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. They just keep firing.